My name's Eric Michel. I'm with the Millcraft Paper Company, where I serve as a vice president and regional manager. I've been with Millcraft now for 32 years. I have 14 years in prior to that with a small independent paper distributor called the Demon Wing Paper Company, which was based out of Cincinnati, Ohio. I always worked in the Columbus office with my father and my grandfather for a while, but Demon Wing was purchased by Riss Paper in 1984. I left Riss in 1991, and then several years ago, 10 years ago, in 2013, Millcraft acquired the old Riss Paper Company, which I think was called Domtar Distribution at the time, or Ariva. So that's where it all started, was with the Demon Wing Paper Company. I've always worked for independent distributors, never worked for a large national chain or anything like that, but I've been blessed to be in the industry for almost 47 years now.
Can you provide a brief overview of your family's story with the Golden Eagle Award, and how has it affected your involvement in the industry?
Yeah, gladly. My grandfather, Irwin Michael Sr., spent 46 years in the industry, all with the Demon Wing Paper Company. But I'm not sure if he ever officially received the Golden Eagle Award. He certainly qualified for it, but I'm not sure how far back the Golden Eagle program goes, if it was active back then or not. But he was followed by my father, Irwin Michael Jr., who was 47 years in the industry with Demon Wing and Riss, and then with Millcraft from 1992 to 2001 when he retired. I kind of followed the same path. I started with Dad and my grandfather in '77 with the Demon Wing Paper Company, who was acquired by Riss, and then left in 1991 to join the Millcraft family. My son Zachary also worked for us at Millcraft for about 5 years, but he's since left the industry and has a successful career in another industry right now. And I should never forget my brother Chris, he's 1 year younger than me. He's been in the business for I think 41 or 42 years now, and just received his Golden Eagle Award a couple years ago. So Golden Eagles were presented to my father, myself, and my brother. Potentially my grandfather, but I can't confirm that.
That's awesome.
We've been in the paper industry for about 4 generations and over 90 years now.
Wow.
It's been very good to us.
Yeah, that's impressive. And then, kind of it in such a long run, and it's really cool how throughout your family there's been so many a long history, and having those family connections too in the industry is really great.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Awesome. So, as a recipient of the Golden Eagle Award, what advice would you give to fellow NPTA members who may be unaware of the award's potential benefits?
Yeah, I think that I don't think that my father, my grandfather, or any of us actually ever set out to win a lifetime achievement award like this. But it is very nice that the industry does recognize our commitment and everybody else's commitment to the industry, and it makes me feel even better about the industry as a whole, about recognizing longevity within the business. But I also think it's as much of a recruiting tool to show off, the longevity and the stability of the industry to the young talent that we're trying to so desperately to attract right now. It's been a difficult industry to to recruit for in the past, given all the technology advances over the years and different forms of competition that have arisen for us. But I think that the Golden Eagle is a great tool to use when recruiting for your company or your business within the industry. And I do use it that way. I mean, in almost every interview, when I'm interviewing folks for the business, I do refer to the Golden Eagle Award in my office sitting in there and tell them all about it and what it means to us. So I think it's a good tool.
What do you believe are the long-term advantages of recognizing industry achievements, and how can it attract future members to the industry?
Again, I think I addressed that in the previous question, but again, I think it just shows the stability and the vitality of our industry. I think a lot of young people overlook it as or overlook us as dinosaurs sometimes, or they look at other forms of communicating other than paper and print. And I think it's still extremely vital, extremely important. And we've got to express that and show that to the new generations getting involved in the business. It's still offers a lot of strong financial stability. I think the relationships within the industry are the most important thing to myself and to my other family members. My father always commented, as did my grandfather, when I was young, when I was a little kid, about you'll never work with better people than you'll find in the graphic paper industry or the paper industry. And they were both absolutely right. And I still, like I said, I still use it when I'm interviewing for our business now.
Can you share your insights on what NPTA members should expect as we head into 2024? And then just second part of that question, how the Golden Eagle Award might play a role in shaping the industry's direction in the coming year.
Okay. Yeah, sure. We've been on a little bit of a roller coaster ride the last 2 or 3 years. We've gone from a very tight paper market where demand outpaced supply for most of 2021 and 2022. Allocations were in place. Paper was scarce. It was hard to get our hands on enough for our customers. And it was mostly a bounce back effect from COVID. We just weren't prepared for the economy to bounce back as quickly as it did after the pandemic. We have now, and we're prepared. Demand is probably, supply is exceeding demand right now again. Paper is plentiful. I don't expect a lot of price increases in 24, but there will be some, but nowhere near like we saw in 21 and 22. And I think it's a little bit, the supply demand is in a little better balance than it was previous to 2021. So 24 is going to be a really good year, I think. A lot of printers and end users were not buying in 2023 as they worked off of inventory that they had built in 22. Most of that inventory has been worked through, so I think we're starting to see a big pickup right now in demand. 23 was kind of quiet for us, but 24 looks like it's going to be very robust, good, strong year for us. And the Golden Eagle Award, I think, again, it just needs to be used as a recruitment tool by the members, and we really need to talk about it more in recruiting young talent to the industry. We're all vying or competing with other industries that might be seen as more sexy to young folks right now. And but I think the Golden Eagle certainly exhibits the vitality of the industry, how strong it is, how good it is, and most importantly, the value that they put on the employees within the industry. So I just think it's a good tool for them to have. I'm appreciative to NPTA and the graphics industry. I mean, they've been a huge part of our family for decades, and I think they will be a huge part of the industry for decades to come. It's a good tool. They should continue it, and anybody that receives this award should be extremely proud of the industry they work in.